Over the years, vast amounts of energy used in the production of cucumbers has decreased massively due to the high cost of the energy required. The crops finished up being grown almost without heat and returning very much to a seasonal output, rather like when it all started. So the decision was made to demolish the glass houses and try something more energy efficient. The pack house was retained. No more grading and packing of cucumbers. The grader was to be sold and all the packaging used. Then what became of the building? Well, the delivery of 784 solar panels. It was to be a storage facility maybe? The clue is in the name. Solar modules from Canada. No, from China via Canada to bypass the EU, as they chose to slap on a tariff to favour EU suppliers. The site that the glasshouse was on is going to be a solar farm. A convenient overhead high voltage access point was already adjacent to the site where we had previously draw vast amounts of power and grow the cucumbers. During the autumn and winter we installed the solar panels that had been stored in the packing shed. No snow, but rather wet, but it did not stop the installation. So long as the sun shines, we will produce power for the local community and beyond. Not so good when it snows. Maybe I should invest in a snowblower. Sunny days, happy days. For me, long may it shine. The problem with some wildlife, they do not seem to pick up after their aerial bombing. Fortunately, rain does eventually wash it off. Part of the planning conditions are that I provide bat nesting boxes. Let's hope the bats drop rather smaller aerial deposits. An interesting harmony of sun producing energy alongside conserving bats. The energy being produced literally alongside existing overhead power infrastructure, about as efficient as it can be. Each of the 784 solar panels are connected in series of groups called strings. At the end of each row of string of panels, the cables go underground to the Site Distribution Network Operator Facility, DNO. Each solar panel produces 255 watts of 100% natural power. All linked together, they will produce up to 200 kilowatts per hour. This schematic gives an indication of all the individual strings allocation on the site, all of which are wired back to the DNO room. In the DNO room there are 4 inverters that convert the DC output from all of the solar panels into AC suitable for feeding back into the grid. Each individual string is wired back directly to the input of the inverters. All of the strings can be individually isolated if a problem arises. The large cable on the left is the AC output from all of the strings fed into that inverter. The output of all of the inverters are then fed into a distribution box. The output of all the AC from all the inverters is then fed through and measured constantly by the solar system generation meter, then into the grid. Any power used on site is registered on this meter. This includes power required during the night. Battery storage is not economical at the moment. It will most likely come down in the future. All the surplus generated power after metering goes down this 60mm cable directly into the grid. This solar log device records all activities relating to the system, then enabling various diagnostics to be done. All the solar log information is sent directly by PC network to the site office. This is a daily overview of the output. The information is simultaneously sent over the internet and recorded by SolarLog in Germany on their central server. The monthly overview can be accessed anytime. All this information can be accessed remotely from anywhere off-site that has internet availability. All the year's overview clearly showing 2018 good light levels, with the graph peaking over the expected green line average level.